The first thing I remember was the smell. Not the faint scent of home, not the comforting smell of dog shampoo or wet grass. It was different, sharp, metallic, lingering, heavy. I had answered the ad online. Dog sitter needed for a large house, pay well, short stay. It seemed perfect. I had done this before. Dogs loved me. Homes too. Mostly quiet, mostly normal. But this was something else. The house stood at the end of a long, twisting road. Trees arched overhead like gnarled fingers. Wind whispered through them, sounding almost like voices. The closer I got, the more I felt it. A weight in my chest, a warning. But I shrugged it off. Jobs are jobs, right? I pulled up the driveway. Gravel crunched under my tires. The house was old, Victorian, paint peeling, windows dark. The garden was overgrown, weeds climbing higher than my knees. The front door loomed like a dark mouth. I rang the bell. No answer. I knocked. No answer. Then I heard it. A low growl. Not a dog growl. Something else. Deep, resonant, coming from inside. I froze. And then a woman opened the door. She smiled. Too wide, too sharp. "Hello," she said, her voice thin, stretched, unnatural. "You must be the sitter. Come in. The dogs are excited to meet you." I stepped inside. The air hit me first, heavy, stale, cold. It smelled like old wood, and something else. Something wrong. The living room was vast, dark wood panels, shadows hugged every corner. 2 dogs were there. At least I thought they were dogs. Large, black, unblinking eyes, watching. Their breathing was slow, deliberate, too quiet. I knelt, held out my hand. One dog approached, slow, cautious, sniffing. Then its head jerked back. Growl, sharp, menacing. I laughed nervously. "You're protective, huh?" The woman's smile didn't falter. "Oh, they just like to test people." I nodded. I had no idea how right she was. I unpacked my bag, checked the house. Lights, working, bathroom, clean. Kitchen, mostly tidy, but at night. That's when things started. I was in my room, upstairs. The moonlight fell across the floor. I could hear the dogs downstairs, pacing, low growls, scratching at the wood floor. Then, the whispering started. At first, I thought it was the wind, but it was words, soft, malicious. "I see you. Don't stay. Leave." Before, I sat up, heart pounding. "Hello?" I called. Nothing. Then the growling returned. Louder, faster. I could feel their eyes, on me. Watching. Waiting. I tried to sleep. I tried to convince myself it was just a job. Just dogs. Nothing supernatural. But at 3 a.m., the first scream tore through the house. Not a human scream. Not a dog scream. Something else. A sound that made my blood run cold. It echoed through the hallways, through the walls, into my chest. I grabbed my phone. No signal, not one bar. The house was isolated. Perfect for horror stories. Except this wasn't a story. I tried to calm myself. "Maybe the woman is training the dogs," I whispered. But instinct screamed, "No, something is very wrong." The next day, I tried to leave. The driveway, blocked. Cars I hadn't seen before, parked behind mine. No one around, only the dogs. They stared, silent, waiting. And then, the scratching started. Behind the walls, behind the floors, soft at first, then urgent, frantic, maddening. I screamed. No one heard me. I was alone. The woman appeared at the top of the stairs, her eyes, dark pools. She tilted her head. "Stay," she said. Just one word. I didn't want to, but I had no choice. That night, I swore I saw shadows moving inside the walls, figures, watching, waiting. Sometimes, I could hear whispers, calling my name. And then, the first bite happened. I was in the kitchen, reaching for water. The creature lunged, teeth white, sharp. I screamed, pulled back. Blood, my arm, bleeding. The woman smiled. "You'll get used to them." I couldn't move, couldn't think. Every hour after, something worse. Lights flickered, doors slammed, windows rattled, and the dogs, or whatever they were, followed me everywhere. I tried calling again. No signal, no escape. The house changed. Walls seemed longer, ceilings higher, rooms rearranging themselves. I opened doors, only to find hallways stretching endlessly. Doors leading back to the same place, the living room, with the two dogs sitting, waiting. I began to question reality, time, memory, sanity. I could hear whispers now, constant, insistent. "You belong. Stay. Forever." I tried hiding. Closets, under beds, behind curtains. They found me every time. And the woman, she watched. Always, silent, smiling. I have never, in my life, felt such fear.
Morning came, but it felt wrong. The sun rose, pale and weak, barely cutting through the dense trees outside. I could hear the dogs, downstairs. Their growls were soft now, almost patient, like predators waiting. I tried to tell myself, it's just a house, it's just dogs. But my arm still throbbed, the bite, fresh in my mind. I bandaged it the best I could. Dirty water, torn cloth. It would have to do. The woman appeared at the foot of my bed. She didn't knock. She didn't say hello. She just stood, watching. Her smile, wide, teeth gleaming. "You're awake," she said. "You saw too much, didn't you?" I tried to speak, my throat dry, voice trembling. "Let me leave," I whispered. Her laugh, soft, almost musical, but hollow. "You can't," she said. "You'll stay until they're done with you." I realized I had no keys. My phone, dead. The car, blocked. Panic clawed at my chest. I descended the stairs, slowly. Every step creaked, echoing in the vast empty hall. The dogs followed, eyes glowing, movements deliberate. I tried to reason with them. Easy, calm, it's okay. They tilted their heads, growled softly, and then one stepped forward, closer, closer, until I could feel its breath. I froze. The woman stood in the doorway, her hands folded, watching, waiting. I had to think. I had to survive. I ran. Not upstairs, not downstairs. I ran to the kitchen, grabbed a knife. The dogs froze, growled. I screamed. They didn't move. Then the house shifted. Walls stretched. Doors disappeared. Windows gone. Hallways twisted into long, narrow tunnels. I was trapped. I could hear whispers. Run. No escape. Forever. I stumbled through the hallway, knife raised, heart hammering. Shadows moved around me, always just at the edge of vision. Eyes, hundreds of them, watching from corners. I found a room, locked it, pushed the heavy door against the frame. The dogs scratched, pounded, growled. I held the knife, waiting, listening. Hours passed, or minutes. Time had no meaning. I heard it first, the scratching inside the walls, closer, faster, insistent. Something, alive, moving, waiting, breathing. And then, the whispers turned into words, clear now. "You can't hide. You belong here. Forever," I screamed. It didn't matter. I had to leave. I found a window, small, cracked. I climbed, hurt my arm again. Bled. Outside, darkness, fog, trees, shadows. The dogs stood at the edge of the garden, watching. waiting. I ran. Branches tore at my clothes, mud soaked my shoes. The road, long, twisting, endless. I dared to look back. The house, gone. Just trees, just fog. I thought I was free. I reached a town, called the police, told them everything. They laughed. There's nothing there, they said. No house, no dogs, just forest. I wanted to scream, I wanted to cry. But I ran. I stayed at a motel, locked doors, lights on. I tried to sleep. But at 3 a.m., I heard the growl, though deliberate, echoing in my head, not outside. The woman's smile, flashing in my mind. Forever. And the whispers, inside my room, calling my name. I realized I was never alone. I would never be alone. The bite on my arm, it burned, it ached, it pulsed, like it had a life of its own. Every night, I dreamed of those eyes, glowing, watching, waiting. And sometimes, when I closed my eyes, I could feel the dog's breath on my neck, the claws digging in, holding me, and the woman smiling, always smiling, whispering, "You belong here now."
I woke up, drenched in sweat. The motel room. Quiet. Too quiet. I thought I was safe. I thought the nightmare was over. But the growl, it came first. Soft. Low. Inside my skull. Not outside. Inside. My arm. The bite. It throbbed. Pulsed. I touched it. The skin. Moving. Not normal. Alive. Then I saw her. The woman. Standing at the foot of my bed. Not in the motel room, but in my mind. Her smile. Wide. Teeth sharp. Her eyes. Black pools. Endless. "You can't leave," she whispered. "Not now. Not ever." I tried to scream. No sound came. The dogs appeared, all around me, inside my mind, outside. I couldn't tell. Their eyes, glowing, claws scraping, breath hot against my skin. I ran, through the motel, through the streets, through the fog. But the world shifted. Streets twisted, buildings wrong, shadows, longer, darker, moving. I was trapped. I reached the car, my old car, blocked, the tires shredded, windows smashed, no escape. I ran into the forest. Branches cut me. Mud caked my shoes. The growl, louder, closer. I tripped, fell, and looked up. The house, Victorian, peeling paint, dark windows, in the middle of the forest, where no house should exist. The dogs, at the door, waiting, their eyes, unblinking. The woman, behind them. "Come in," she said. I wanted to die. I wanted to vanish, but I had no choice. I entered. The house, alive. Walls breathing, floors shifting, whispers, thousands of them, filling the air. "You belong. Forever. Stay." I ran through halls, endless, twisting, rooms changing as I moved, the dogs, chasing, faster, closer, their claws, slicing, tearing, every step, every breath, agony. I reached the basement, dark, deeper than it should be. Chains hung from the ceiling, rust, blood, shadows moving. And then, I understood. This wasn't just a house. It was a trap, a living thing, feeding, waiting, growing. The woman appeared at the top of the stairs, her smile, wide, eternal. "You're mine now," she said. I screamed. I ran into a room, locked the door, but it didn't matter. The dogs, inside, their teeth, white, sharp. I fought, scratched, stabbed. Nothing worked. Pain, fear, desperation, all consuming. And then, silence. I opened my eyes. The basement, empty. The dogs, gone. The woman, gone. I ran, out of the house, into the fog, through the forest. I reached the road, lights of a town, people, cars, noise, life. I thought I was safe, but at home, later, in my bed, alone. I felt the eyes, watching, waiting, the bite on my arm, still pulsing. I will never forget. The growls, the whispers, the smile. I escaped the house, but the house never left me. It's inside, it's watching. It waits, forever. And sometimes, at night, I hear it, low, patient, deliberate, growling.